Hello, welcome to the Blackwater Cantina. I'm Mike,
And I'm Maz.
and we have we have a lovely subject on the docket for today. But first off, I've been doing a little bit of painting this week. I actually got Galena sort of worked out. I've sent some images in, so it'll be a bit clearer than the one I'm holding up in front of you. But
Yay!
yes,
Gonna wave it
sort of
around.
happy with how she's turned out. I've gotten very white, so very beyond what I normally do. But hey,
I look forward to
how
seeing
about
that
you,
up
Maz?
close. I am painting stuff for Welsh Masters because it all
Still,
has to be painted. So I've done about 50% of a phantasm, and I've sorted out a Mage Hunter sniper team as well. And I'm about halfway through the Seeker Warden because I had 2 points left in my list and I wasn't sure what to do. Although I could drop that for the another gun on the Phantasm.
decisions.
We'll have a look at the list in a minute and do that because that's what
That's
we're going
yeah,
to talk about today. We're going to prove how terrible I am at building lists because
that's
what I do
why.
is put in the models that I think I look cool and from there. But yeah, going to talk through our lists today, see what shiny things we're going to do, what our plan is, um, and
Yeah,
how well
the
we think that's going to go.
current plan for this recording and the next recording is we've each picked a list that we're taking next weekend. We're going to talk through this list this week and talk through the other one next week.
Yep,
Time.
exactly,
We know how to
exactly.
manage it.
Mm-hmm. Um, we did get an app update today. Not a huge amount
Yes.
going on in there. But we did get Dark Operations, and it's not an episode of Blackwater Cantina unless I talk about Dark Operations. So, Dominated Stormblades. They're exactly what we thought was going to happen. They are exactly the same as normal Stormblades, but with tough and inspiration.
Yep.
Great for Kythos. That's all we really need to say about it at this point. I think we'll do some more lists when I start building some lists after Welsh. I'm on to Dark Operations.
I did a thing, Mass.
You did a thing. You printed some more. I've been.
Minted Morcephalix.
It's the other thing I was doing this week. I've actually been sculpting bases for my Dark Operations. So, well, I say
Fancy.
sculpting bases. Okay, so what I've done, I've taken the STL from Steamforge because I know it's exactly the right size, and then I am sculpting onto the top of that some like sewery mechanica things. I've grabbed some like example bits and pieces off of various sites to play
That's
around
cool.
with, and I'm sort of kind of combining them. I'm not talented enough to do all of the sculpting yet, but I'm working on it. I'm making my donut. I'm making the Blender Guru's tutorial donut. So yeah, that's happening. That's been happening this week as well. But we'll see how those come out soon.
Hey.
Yeah. And the general mayhem of building work. I'm back at home. I'm no longer a roving reporter. So,
You're no longer in exile. You have been redeemed.
mm-hmm. I'm not going to suggest that everything is done, but there's sockets hanging out of walls, and they were still working on the floor in the kitchen. So lots going on. But we'll get there. Another 3 weeks, I
Yeah.
think. Cool. Should we talk lists then?
Yeah.
We
Um,
start with yours.
yeah. So I picked my infantry heavy list for this week,
Oh, boom.
and you will find out exactly how much infantry is in it when I start going through it, because it's a lot. Um,
There we go.
so it wouldn't be me if I didn't give my lists a silly name. So this is the deck for Soul game. Can you tell what I want to do?
I think you want to maybe maybe collect some souls.
Maybe. So let's start off with Leech Lord Dekfus. I've currently got him with Carnage and Ghost Walk because those
Any?
two work quite well together.
Yeah, I mean,
I've found in like the past couple of times I've actually played him.
so the plus the Carnage. Enemy models in your spellcaster's control range. He's got control 14, isn't he? So that's going to
So
buff
yeah,
up everything in the list. I mean, you're not. I suppose it's the Mechana Thralls at Mat 5. Kind of need it to.
yeah. So it's my +2 to melee attack rolls against enemy models in the spellcaster's control range.
Hmm.
It's like we said, it's mostly there for the lower range things and Ghost Walk for obvious reasons. I want to punch you from the other side of a wall.
Oh yeah, I mean Ghost Walk
Um,
is such a handy spell. It's
yeah,
now I'm not playing Craigs. I miss
you
it.
miss it.
I miss Ghost Walk. I miss
Um,
my stupid walking through everything lists with the Witch Coven and just I see that terrain. I don't care. Um,
See, that's why I miss my Mark II Mage Hunter.
just
'Cause,
ignoring line of sight and everything. Yeah,
well, it's not even line of sight. It's that's a wall. I don't care. Blap.
yeah,
Shoot Warcaster from other side of wall
yeah,
or house.
or
Just
whatever.
shoot through a house.
Yeah,
Did that affect us once? Wasn't expecting that.
I was not expecting that. No. Yeah.
So
So yeah, Decathus
we digress.
gets
So
extra armor for his
breakfast with
souls.
yeah.
Has Soul Taker
Uh,
himself.
so
Um,
Soul Taker for the cult. He's got Cold Soul. So I gain Soul tokens when a living enemy model is destroyed within 2 inches of him. He gains the Soul. After this model replenishes focus within my next control range, I replace each Soul token with a focus point.
yeah, so he fills back up to 7, and then if he had 5 souls, gets another 5 focus. So that next turn, that's then a bit beastly. So, and
then
he's
he's
tough,
also
and he's unstoppable. Which I completely forgot that he was unstoppable. It's pretty solid.
really useful. With the +1 armor for each soul that's on him, really good.
And I'm assuming the
Uh,
general sort of plan of the list is to deliver him to the enemy caster and slap them to pieces.
Essentially.
Hopefully on a like 13 or 14 focus turn.
So I've got him with Hades for the range, for a nice big range gun. But again, also sticking within the theme of soul shenanigans.
Yeah,
Uh, so he takes the souls, he can use it to teleport. Uh, he gets his own focus from the souls. And he can become incorporeal at any point during his turn.
which is
So
pretty handy. You go in, attack,
shoot.
and then spend it. And
Yep, exactly. And the soul cannon can ignore line of sight, concealment, and cover. It will also the using a soul does all that. Then also it boosts the attack and damage roll.
damage
So
rolls, because it's AoE, so the things you hit with the AoE are boosted as well.
yep.
So it's a pretty solid freaking gun, that.
Love this Jack. Have done since I picked him up, like when I first started with this faction. Very solid.
And he's unstoppable as well.
My 2 manufactors are built exactly the same. They are the twins.
Shockingly, the soul claiming head.
Shockingly, a soul claim head. So doesn't matter what range. If this model kills something with a soul, The soul goes directly to the Warcaster.
I wonder why that would be.
I wonder. But they also both have the Fell Axe and the Spiked Shield
Yeah.
because,
What's the range
I
on
mean,
Phalanx? It's
really useful.
range 2.
So range 2. So that wall you're stood behind, haha, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, really solid. Uh, I've also chucked a Raptor in there for. I think I had like 7. I had 7 points and nothing really to spend it on. So a Raptor with a Spiker and the Death Ripper head
Yeah.
gives me a little bit more range to kind of
Not
pepper out stuff with. But
going for Arc Node. I don't know what.
Uh,
I
can't
mean,
remember how
to be
much.
fair, almost all of his spells, but it would let you get. Yeah, it's only really for Ghost Walk, isn't it? That you'd be
Yeah.
putting out. So, can see why he probably wouldn't bother with one.
So yeah, so that's my cohorts. Well, I've also got Aculon Femestra in there because
Out of interest, on the Malefactors, any reason for
yeah,
not going for the Harpoons?
I want. I debated it. I really like this build because it
Yeah.
allows me to play aggressively.
Well, just thinking it
Which,
can then pull. You can pull things in and collect the souls. But,
yeah, for me, playing aggressively has always been a bit of a problem. I've always held back a bit
yeah.
because I was always playing my glass cannon elf boys.
Yeah.
So this is giving me more of a cool. You've got to get into the fight.
Yeah.
So it's more of a me bullying me situation.
Yeah. Fair enough. Just thinking that might combine with that, and we'd give you a couple of extra points to spend, but obviously they don't hit anywhere near as hard then because the Phalanx is 18 with grievous wounds, whereas the Harpoon is only power 14. So, and obviously you've got the shield here to make you up to armor 20. I
Exactly.
still feel wrong that Crick can have armor 20 jacks that aren't crabs, but there we go.
So Aklon Femestra isn't going to be upkeeping any spells because I don't have any upkeeps.
No upkeeps.
No upkeeps.
I looked at that and I was like, hang on a minute, I don't think he's got any. And the spell slave, that I suppose that will be your
Spell Slave is the main thing they're there for, and on occasion tune up to make sure things can stand up
give
and
you
just
that Pathfinder.
get back in the fight.
Get that Malefactor with Pathfinder on and get it where it needs to be.
Yeah.
Or spell slave. To be fair, spell slave to give it ghostly.
Exactly.
Ghost walk on it. That's your
So-
one there.
He's there for absolute thematic reasons, not just because I like the model.
Definitely fits in.
I've got an Iron Lich Commander.
Yeah, with a Hex Blast that is better than it
Again,
possibly should be.
really useful. It's done such. Yep, Hex Blast is amazing. The other bits are like Soul Transfer is again really useful. He also can take
Target friendly
souls,
model.
so hey,
Yeah,
it's
so
all in the name.
he can hand them off. He can claim souls and then hand them off to
Yep,
thing.
he claims
yeah.
souls, walks back to boss
Yeah,
man, goes, there you go, here's a present.
but his soul taken when living model is destroyed in this model's control range, control 10. So it's got a big soul collecting range, I suppose.
Yep.
So that's all right. And then yeah, handing them off for that power turn of Decathus going on his killing spree.
So we've got a Machine Wraith Dominator, which I had so much fun with in my game against Robin the other week.
Yeah,
Because, hey, when you have a Warjack that just stood there and the Dominator just walks up and goes, bink,
I'll take that. Yeah,
and takes over and turns it round to slap your opponent's very own Dragon Breath rockets
The only thing you've got to be careful here of is that Annihilator, because it destroys souls. So you've got to be careful where you're positioning that.
So my whole... So yeah,
you've got to keep him out of the way.
He goes off on his own little mission.
Away from anything with the soul.
Hmm?
Away from anything with the soul.
Yeah, pretty much away from anything with a soul. We have Selexus Xiphus, our good friend, who totally isn't Stygius 2.
Totally not Stygius 2, because otherwise then you wouldn't be able to have him in the same list.
Exactly. But yeah, having him in there for the veteran leader for the drudges that are totally not in the list, I swear.
Yeah.
The healing, essentially all the bit, really good support piece for my laundry list of infantry that are going to be coming up shortly.
Yeah, he's good for the Criterions to hang around with, and that Befuddle can hit something and move things out of the way. That 3 inches may not seem like a lot, and to people who play 40k on Warhammer, it's 3 inches is nothing, but obviously this is War Machine, boys. 3 inches is a long way.
So yeah, I mean, being able to befuddle and move stuff out of the way for the potential assassination run, or
shimmy
to
stuff
kill
into
a
soul
key
collecting range.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or shimmy things out of the anti-soul collecting bubble.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
That's
I feel like that
one.
Machine Wraith maybe, I don't know if there's anything better you could swap that for.
Well, at the moment, he's there. He did really well for me, like I say, in my game against Robin the other week. Did I debate seeing what I could take out to put the Aberration, Nostilla and Aberration in there? Because it would have been funny.
Yep. I'm actually going to paint mine soon. Looking forward to painting them.
So, I have a pair of Scarlock Lieutenants. Again, key support pieces for the
Activate
2
shield
units
guard
of
on
Mechanothralls I've got.
Thralls, yeah. Which, let's face it, 3
Yeah,
points to give Mechanothralls shield guard is
exactly
reasonable by itself. Then Darkfire for soul collecting.
Yep.
Last Word is funny when you put it on the Mechanothralls, because then they shield guard something, take the hit, and then Last Word. Run up and punch something.
Tons of fun. I have not 1 but 2 units of Criterion.
Yeah.
Because who doesn't want 2 units of battle-driven, rapid healing lunatics running up board?
They hit so hard as well. Like
they do.
I looked
they
at this
do
and I was
so
like,
well.
Oh, it's power 14. That's not bad. And then you realise they've got 2 attacks, and they're probably going to have gotten hit by something. So they're then power 16. Like they're bonkers good.
Yep.
I feel like they're going to suffer in January, and they're going to get nerfed. But
that's why I want to get as many games in with them as possible.
They'll be done just in time. Just as I finish painting them and get them on the table, then they'll get nerfed. You can thank me later, guys.
Just don't do it, and they won't get nerfed.
Yeah, but they're cool, and I want to use them.
They are cool. And then I've got the last unit in the list is a unit of Necrosurgeon Initiates, just in case I need more healing.
Yeah, and returning the grunts.
Yeah, returning the grunt.
Returning those shield guards. So
return the shield guards, returning the Criterion.
Yeah,
I mean,
good God.
Yeah.
Like, I get they only come back with one unmarked damage box. So you Grim Returns with one of the unit, and then
Yep.
Necrosurgery to heal it. Oh, no, it's
Yep.
only undead. You can only heal undead. No! So you have to then put them back next to Xiphus, and then he can heal them.
Boys, let's go for a nice walk. He's taking his pet drudges out for a walk. If they get hurt, he needs to make sure they're healthy.
Exactly. Right. Any thought gone into the cards, or is that just...
So, I will always take Lucky Penny because, hey, I can just at any point put a soul token on deck this.
Yep.
Breakthrough for giving stuff unstoppable on point. I had to give.
To be fair,
I've.
your Hades and your Malefactors have got it already. Nothing else
It's
on
more
your
for
list
my
is-
infantry.
Yeah?
I had a point in my game against Robin. I didn't even need to do it to them. I needed to get one of my mechanical units out of combat to basically get onto a scenario point.
Yeah, but you can just
So
walk
I
out of
gave them
combat and just
unstoppable,
sacrifice
so they
your
could just.
action.
It was more of they needed to charge to get the movement to get there.
But you still can't charge out of combat with Unstoppable. You just don't forfeit your action. You can't charge though.
Then I didn't. Cool.
Then
Either
you
way.
cheated.
I
You got
don't
the rule
think
wrong.
it-
That's fine. That's quite a common
but
one,
yeah.
to be fair. The Unstoppable not letting you charge out of combat. It just means because you can't charge while you're engaged. It doesn't allow you to charge whilst engaged. It just allows you to walk away and not use.
That's
lose
what
your
it
combat
was.
action.
I needed to walk away and punch something off the objective.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. I knew there was like a walk and a punch.
The problem, it does give it the whole unit, I suppose, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
yeah,
The rest of the cards I've got hit and run, which really I could replace pretty much with most other things. Because if I've got Repo 3 doesn't really do much for the list. Unless, of course, like it's a key point where I need to reposition onto an objective after a charge.
you wouldn't consider swapping that for Blessing of the Gods.
Yeah, potentially.
That'd be a good shout.
I've got All Faithful for, again, removing D3 +1 damage points from one of my jacks.
Yep. Always handy.
And put the fires out for just making sure that I can just shake something.
Yeah.
Because
Allows you to stand something up without having to spend focus and things like that as well, or shakeable, get rid of shakeable stuff, blind and all that lot. It's always handy.
it's one that might get changed out, but all depends on how everything looks.
I think that's a good shout.
Yeah.
But basically, that whole thing is a Decathus delivery system.
Yep. I figured you'd appreciate it.
I mean, that's how Decathus lists work, right? What do I
Yeah.
need to get him more souls and within an inch of their caster? Ta-da!
Yeah. Two very murdery malefactors do a good job, especially when they run into an infantry line and just go
Yes.
ham.
Yeah. Yeah. And you got aggressive, so you can easily make.
Yep.
Well, and you've got 3 initials and then 3 buys as well, so that's 6 attacks out of it.
Yep.
So it's pretty solid.
Does a
Carnage
job.
applies to the jacks as well. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
So makes them mat 9. They're not
Yeah.
missing shit, are they? Yeah, I like it.
They're my good time boys.
I don't need to know about you and your good time, boys.
You're one of my good time boys.
More on that on the OnlyFans, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's have a look. This is imaginatively titled Welsh Masters 2. This was the second list I put together. Yeah. So we have got Hazaroth. So, fun fact about Hazaroth, he is currently the lowest win rate caster in Dusk. So I'm going to take him to a Masters. I love the model, and he's my favourite card. I like appearance-wise, it's my favourite caster. I love his fluff. I think he's cool. So I'm taking him, and I don't care. So, meh.
You do you.
Exactly. Well, I think the Phantasm does work for him, so I think, fingers crossed, because I haven't even put this list on the table yet, so...
Are we going to have to get together in like the next week and just play test?
Marcel's coming over on Saturday, so hopefully I can find my scenery, find my board, and put the table back together, because the legs are in the kitchen fireplace, the top is up here, and the bag with all the components in is on my windowsill here, I think. So the level of chaos at this house is real. But it's fine. We'll get there. So yes, Hazaroth. So Invocations of Dust for keeping undead models alive. There'll be some of that going on. Overtake, slap someone, move, wicked. Vampiric, slap someone, heal, wicked. Grievous Wounds, because they took away his other ability which he could never use and gave him Grievous Wounds instead. And then, yeah, Restoration of Shadow to remove all damage from extra large and smaller based models in his control range. Great. Doesn't work on the Phantasm. Sad times. But, you know, it's fine. It works for everything else. So, it's, as a fun little interaction, which I don't think is going to go off because it involves single wound inventory, but we'll see. Escort, great. Makes things faster in his battle group. He's got a fairly small battle group. The Phantasm, Ghast for an arc node, so speed 8 arc node, always nice. Speed 8 Spectre, also great. And if he lurks around near a cohort model, he gets +2 armor as well, so he's going to lurk probably near the Phantasm. So, Colossals still can't gain speed. Can they gain speed? I can't remember. Inviolable Resolve, +2 armor on something. I wonder if that's going on the Phantasm. It needs something to keep it alive, so
I get that.
My flexible slot, Curse of Shadows. To be fair, the spell rack, I mean, I could be racking Ghost Walk or Deceleration, something like that. There's some other good spells in here that I could be racking. I put Curse of Shadows out generally because it makes everything hit harder. So, and I've got a speed 8, and under Shadowmancer, a speed 8 stealth arc node. So that's good. The only quandary is not leaving myself much focus left, because if I'm casting this at 3 and then 3 upkeeps, I've only got 1 left. So we'll see. So Ghast with a heavy blade fist and the battle shield and the arc node, almost the cheapest a Ghast could be. I had 8 points left, so it was an 8-point arc node. That is my logic behind it. That is all
It's good
Ghasts can
logic.
do. Yeah, unfortunately I couldn't afford the whippy chain fist. But even then, this, it's got the arc node. That's all it's there for. Spectre to do Spectre things, to Apparition, which I will forget almost every time, to be an annoying defense 15 melee attack thing with stuff on. Basically, he's there to contest an opponent's thing. He's there to get in the way and be a pain, contest objectives, and be a pain in the ass to remove. Doesn't do a lot of damage. It's got Blessed Magical Gun, which has a critical brutal damage, so but we know how I feel about criticals. Hey look,
Yep.
another critical and the brain damage. I do like that Mark IV has more criticals, but I still never going to build a list relying on them. And beat back so he can shunt people very slowly off objectives and things, so he can potentially claim it himself. But yeah, that's his job. Dices to basically kiss things, or spell slave. Can't actually spell slave any of these, so unless I flex Curse of Shadows, but
she's there for the kissing stuff.
She's there for kissing, yeah. So between that and Curse of Shadows, that's a 4-point swing in damage.
Yeah.
And the Phantasm starting at power strength 21, making it essentially power 25 with powerful attack. I think
that's a bit insane.
So yeah, I think that's the plan. Is this basically lands and kills things. I want to kill things with the Phantasm. I want to see how much I can kill with the Phantasm, basically.
See if you can get its points back.
No. 28? I don't think so. But we'll see. We'll see.
You never know.
So, yeah, Bulldoze, incidental. The Phantasmal Field is great because having more defense is always nice. It's only against ranged and arcane attacks, but that's fine. Living or undead models killed within 5 inches give my controller focus or fury. So just to help me a little bit with my focus, if I'm handing it all out at the start of the turn, anything this kills can feed it back.
Yep.
With those nice powerful attack swords. Chest option, I've gone for the Chronophage Cannon because the Banish, it's fun but not reliable, but powerful attack. So spending 1 focus point to boost all attack and damage rolls on a spray. So if you're hitting 4 people, 1 point of focus is boosting all of it. And when you're boosting, critical hits are about 50-50. So you can shimmy stuff out of the way a bit more reliably. And it's a power 14, so it's not terrible. Obviously, if you've got Kiss and Curse of Shadows out, it's power 18. Shifting stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
The fun one to do with that is hit something 4 inches away from you and shift it into your melee range so you can then slap it.
I like that.
Yep. Got the Thunderbolt.
The Phantasm does feel like a bit of a mix between both of these.
Yeah. But flying.
With wings.
Because the wings are massive. Each wing is bigger than the slaughterhouse. It's ridiculous.
That would have been a picture for you to take.
I'll have to find the picture and see if I can put it in. Yeah, so you got the Radiant Blast for -2 defense, which is nice. Can clear out stealth as well. And then, yeah, the idea is shoot these, clear what I can, and then just go in and remove a heavy from the board. Again,
Yeah.
powerful attack. 1 focus point to boost all attack and damage rolls. So it's nice and efficient. Critical decapitation, so 50-50 of double damage exceeding the armor. And it, this realistically is probably going to be hitting at 23 most of the time. You get that critical hit off. I see your armor 20, now armor 10, Jack. It's taking straight off 13 points of damage plus, so 20 points of damage on a hit. So that's always nice. There's a fun little interaction between the Taste of Death. You keep the Dreadguard cavalry with the spring blades near the Phantasm. Something hits, takes damage, and dies from the spring blades. Gives Hazaroth a point of focus, which he can then use to keep the Dreadguard cavalry alive. So you can infinitely cycle that round. Assuming single wound infantry, because obviously they're only taking D3 damage.
Yeah.
Mage Hunter Commander. He is there to do Mage Hunter Commander things. He is there to get rid of stealth for the thing I want to shoot, because he can do that. Shield Guard is really handy. Originally I did have a unit of Dreadguard Slayers in the list, but I decided to take them out. I don't think they are particularly reliable or particularly useful, so I did contemplate shield guarding onto them for trigger vengeance, but they're still all going to die too quickly, so yeah. But I can shield guard onto something else that I don't want to get hit. Putting tough on the Dreadguard cavalry or things like that is always funny. And special orders for reposition 3, so put that on the Dreadguard archers or the Mage Hunter assassins. And those Mage Hunter assassins with their 3-inch melee and a reposition, so go in, kill something, turn themselves incorporeal and threaten a large area. Obviously you can't engage when you're incorporeal, so they can just block stuff moving or getting through, or if they're not killing something, spread them out to engage the maximum amount of things, and basically mean they've got to be removed first. So and his weird Weapon Master Saber for reasons. It's great. 2 sniper teams. I know they're really good. I really like the Dispel. Every time I need to use a Dispel, that's when they bloody miss, but that's what they're there for. And then if they have no reasonable target to Dispel, brutal damage something. Magic.
Hey, Phantom Seeker's back.
Yeah, so Phantom Seeker's nice, but against, I suppose they're good for getting rid of important solos. Just power 12, most solos, and they're rat 7, probably 9, because you're probably not going to need to move with a range of 14. I feel like they're pretty solid. So they're just there to take out support pieces and dispel things that are tough. The walking ancillary attack is here for ancillary attack. Used to have a really good gun, now has a meh gun, so now uses ancillary attack or tune-up. Or recalibration.
Sorry, I've not seen. I don't think I've faced this guy before. His gun.
It got way worse. Yeah. But it used to be better. It got nerfed in January, and it used to have Shadowbind on it. But not anymore. So he exists at ancillary attack. Follow the Phantasm round. Ancillary attack, fire that Chronophage cannon again. Nice big spray 10.
I get that.
Okay, I can't boost it on that turn, but meh. And then repair as well, just to keep things in the fight a bit longer.
Sounds like a plan.
Dreadguard archers. either power 14 blasts or power 15 shots. Deathly Dominion is nice, but is very, very specific. Generally, I'm firing the empowered attacks or the void blasts, but the Deathly Dominion is quite a lot of fun because you can make things make full advance, so you can clear things out of the way.
Yeah.
And you basically, you have to kill something to use it, kill it, and then move it to where you need to get to something clear, and then hit that. So extends your reach by another 5-6 inches. Hopefully targeting something that's really, really good in melee. But don't know. I find the power 13 isn't usually enough to one-shot most multi-wound infantry now. And I find the power 15 does.
Yeah.
So if I fire the Deathly Dominion, I always leave them on 1 hit point. But if I then fire the empowered attack, I tend to finish things off with it. It's a little bit tricky to use, but yeah, they kill things. They kill things very well. They're at 7, and range 12, so again, they don't necessarily need to be moving to get those shots off. Dreadguard Cavalry. I know a lot of people are going to look at this and go like, why are you not taking double cats? Because I don't own a second unit of cats, and I can't afford to buy another one, so that's why.
It's a good enough reason.
I know. But yeah, I think a second one of the Dreadguard boxes is probably going to be in my future, but not just yet. But these guys are there to kill things because they do it really, really well. Prey, which I will forget. I mean, it's going to be what? 7 games? 8 games? Can't remember how many games. But I'm going to forget in all but 1 game, I think. But we'll see.
You just write it on the back of your hand.
Yeah, that I'm going to have a list of things written on my arm. I'm going to get them tattooed on my arm down here. And just put that right.
To be fair, I've got a printout.
Yeah. I found my printouts the other day of what all the symbols mean and things, so it's going to be handy. But yeah. Prey, speed 8, unstoppable, tough, spring blades. I don't really know what more you need on that. And poison as well, so you're going against something living. That's your prey. Your mat 9, power 14 with 3 dice. 4 on the charge. So that's what? 25 average. 27, 28 if you're charging with it. That's pretty good. Seeker Adepts, I'll come back to the Mage Hunters in a second. Shockingly, they're there to empower and fill things up. Potentially this Phantasm. Just keep it topped off so it's got.
It's weird that. I'd be surprised to see them stood behind the Phantasm going. Ooh.
Follow behind, like the monks from Age of Empires.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what my mechanics used to do. They used to follow my Colossals around all the time, just going, have energy, just have it all.
And if they could keep up with the cavalry, that'd be great as well. Just healing them up, but they can't, so. But yeah, no, they're good. They're just going to follow that around. Shockingly, I have a unit of shield guards. Wonder why that is.
Oh, there.
I know.
They haven't got souls. What are you doing to me, Mazz?
Yeah, I know. Just they exist purely to wind you up. Seeker Warden. So +1 to attack rolls, making these guys mat 7. Can give them stealth, so my opponent can't pick them off as easily. I get to choose when the shield guard triggers then. Hexbolt, it's only range 6, but it's actually pretty nice. No power attacks for a round. And it can get rid of tough as well. I mean, if it's within 5 inches of something, it's probably gone. Probably all gone wrong.
Something's gone wrong.
Yeah. This is the other thing is the Soulless Guardians are a really good target for Battle Lust because they've got the 2 initials. You get the extra dice of Battle Lust, gives them an extra dice of damage on any melee attacks.
Yeah.
But -2 defense. Their defense 12.
It's kind of,
They're already low.
remind me of the old House Guard halberdiers.
Yeah. Yeah, set defense and shield wall, so
Yeah.
it's nice. They're also fun to give tough from the Mage Hunter Commander. As long as they're in shield wall, they can't be knocked down, so if you pass your tough roll, you don't fall over. So you can keep making tough rolls. So they're nice. Yeah. They're really handy.
Yeah.
Just really handy. And a pain to get rid of, so. And then Mage Hunter Assassins, a bit of Prowl for stealth when they're in concealment. They've got Ambush, which is handy. Dependent on your opponent, keep them off the board, make your opponent scooch into the middle a bit more, where it can be more easily phantasmed. These guys are only power 10, but they're blessed magical chain weapons, so they're ignoring shields, they're ignoring spells that are upping anything, and decapitation, not critical decapitation, just straight decapitation. So no tough rolls and immediately doubling damage when they cause any. So they're a great one for target for Battle Lust as well, because 4 dice with that on the charge. So that takes them to 23.5, so average roll of 23 to 24. Doubling damage. So even against an armor 20 thing, and most things are only armor 20 with a shield, but so probably an armor 18 thing. So you're hitting.
Sending them into like jacks or anything is just mental.
Yeah, 8 to 12 points of damage each on a jack. Makes them pretty scary. Especially as most jacks are around the 30-something hit points. 3 of those going in can easily remove a heavy in one go.
Yeah.
Under Battle Lust anyway. So that's, Curse of Shadows potentially swaps for Battle Lust depending on my opponent, if they're running a lot of beefy things.
Then also going into infantry, they gain incorporeal if they kill something. Well, I say when.
Yeah, I find if you're charging infantry, and this is why I like to get them in, clear out 3 infantry. The problem is you're a unit of 3, so they're really good against 5 box multi-wound infantry that's in the 3-man units, but 5-man units they struggle with. They are quite good against Marauder crew, so they get rid of the tough.
Okay.
So you're charging in, you get, because you're out speeding them, you're outranging them, so you're threat 13, so nice long threat range. You're hitting total power 20, doubling damage, so it's going to kill most things, gets rid of the tough roll, makes you incorporeal. Marauder crew is not that easy to give them magic weapons, so
Okay.
at least that's what I've seen from the few opponents I've played. But yeah, anyone who doesn't have magic weapons, you go in, kill half a unit, the remaining 2 models in that unit are then stuck in melee with these guys. Because they turn incorporeal, I suppose they can just then walk away, but you've suddenly reduced that unit to anything, and if they walk away, they're then leaving you to go on your next rampage. So yeah, I think they're a pretty solid unit.
Very usable.
I do normally run 2 units of them, and that was another option instead of the Ghast, was to have a second unit of these guys. I would like to have taken more Dreadguard, but as I said, I've only got 1 unit of each, and I don't think the Slayers are ever going to make their points back. The problem is the Slayers are 2 points more than this. You still only get 3 of them.
Yeah.
And they've only got critical decapitation and no real defensive stuff, so
You're best off just taking another unit of Mage Hunters.
yeah. And I've got 2 units of these painted up already, so yeah.
As you said to me, any thoughts in the cards or?
Lucky penny, because I figure I'm going to be threading the needle on focus for most turns. So
Yeah.
Old Faithful, heal things up, keep that Phantasm running. Yeah. Hit and run, as I mentioned before, having reposition on the Mage Hunter Assassins is really good. Or on the archers, so the archers can move forward, take their shots, and then reposition back out of range again. Duck and cover, again, really good on the Mage Hunter Assassins. So, because they're probably going to be in cover and they're probably going to have stealth, or for that turn that they can't get concealment, you can give them cover. Duck and cover. So it makes them defense 18. And then resistance to blast. A lot of people are going to shoot AoEs at them to kill them because they're only armor 13. So making them resistant to blast makes them less likely to die to that.
Yeah.
Careful reconnaissance for Pathfinder. Most of the key stuff has got Pathfinder, but handy to have it on the cavalry for the turn when you need it. Hazaroth himself is quite slow, and he on escort doesn't benefit from the +2 speed, so he's going to be a long way behind his now super fast things. So having that Pathfinder just to make sure he's not getting bogged down in something, or he can get away when he needs to. Or, as I say, I can get the cavalry and apply them where I need them.
Yeah.
Basically. So that's my logic. Let's see if it works.
Good logic.
Yeah. Anything you'd change, or anything you think other than double cats?
It's pretty solid. I've faced the majority of it when I've played you previously.
Yep.
And you run it all really nicely. Really looking forward to see how it's all painted.
Well, this list, only the Seeker Warden, who is almost done, and the Phantasm to go. I say that like the Phantasm's a quick paint job, but it's getting there.
Yeah, no. It's solid. You have always built lists really well. I throw stuff together like a madman in a china shop.
I'm finding building lists is easier in Mark IV.
I found that actually. I found that building lists that I find thematic and fun actually work better in this edition.
So you've got a smaller pool of choices, which makes life easier. The theme lists were great in previous editions, but now essentially each army in this is a theme list.
Yeah.
And it's great. That's good. They're solid stuff. I like it.
In your efforts to keep the Phantasm safe, did you ever think about deceleration as a spell?
So it is an option.
I'm just looking at Hazaroth's spell list.
Yeah. So I mean, I could ditch Curse of Shadows and take deceleration. Problem is, he's then 3 to cast, which means he's not casting Shadowmancer.
Okay.
Which, to be fair, doesn't benefit the Phantasm.
Shadows is free as well.
Yeah, exactly. He's Arcane 7, and I'm 6, 8, 11 focus there. Obviously these 3 are upkeeps, so
yeah.
No, it's just giving the Dark Shroud gives that to the Phantasm, so it's just immediately power 23, 25.
Shadowmancer on.
Curse of Shadows 27. So suddenly it hits very, very hard. But yeah, Deceleration is a nice combo with him. I think under Helith I would probably run Deceleration and the 4 guns on it.
Yeah.
And the Focus Vault as well. That way it's armor 21, defense 14, and it's not losing its focus. So, and then you've got the 4 guns, which are then range 16, 16, 16, and 14 because of fire group. So yeah, that's how I would run it under. In fact, Phantasm. And that's exactly Revivifiers. I've gone for the Desolated chest on that one. Oh no, so range 14, 14, 14, 16. And Deceleration and Inviolable Resolve. So looking to keep it alive. That's the plan. So yeah.
Yeah, that's our first 2 lists for Welsh Masters 2025. If you've got any questions or anything, do just pop them in the comments. We do try and check them as often as possible.
Yeah. Give us a shout. Any suggestions? Anything you think we are making horrible mistakes? And I know my horrible mistake number 1 is not owning 2 sets of cats, but yeah, chat us in the comments. Come join our Discord to harass us there.
Yeah,
we can have some nice long conversation there about lists.
Absolutely, we are always down for conversations with like people in our community. Like we are a friendly lot. We may not look it, but hey, we try to be as welcoming and caring as we can.
Exactly. Which is why you can join our Patreon down there. Chuck us a bit of cash each month to support the podcast. Everything in that is just going back straight into new equipment and things. Fancy new mic stand, although actually I just bought that myself because it wasn't very expensive.
Yeah, there's plenty of equipment that we would love to get hold of, especially for when we go to events or when we host events.
Yep. More on that soon. Events soon.
Watch this space.
Exactly. Hopefully, probably the week after Welsh, because I've got stuff to think about before then.
Yeah.
And
planning.
In case you weren't listening last week, 1, boo, and 2, get hold of a Galena Lycia and paint it, and then show us on the Discord, and you too can enter our painting competition. We've got a little painting competition going along, so each of the hosts is painting an extreme Galena Lycia, and you guys get to judge and tell us which one you think is the best, and then we will judge your Galena Lycias, either extreme or normal, don't care, paint old ombre stuff because it's cool. And then whoever we pick as the winner will get sent a little something, still TBC at this point, but we'll send out a little prize to whoever we think has painted the best, most awesomest thing. Anything else? Any other closing remarks?
Any other closing remarks? No. I actually really don't. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
Like, subscribe, click the algorithmic buttons of joy.
Yep. Click the things that make the dings.
Feed the thing, the algorithm.
And feed that algorithm. Even if you just have us on in the background muted.
No, don't mute us. Never mute me. Never mute me.
Hey. I mute myself all the time. It's fine. And
then, yes, watch some of our other videos as well. I'll put a box here. I'm going to put one here. Because I can do that. I figured it out.
He's learning. He's evolving.
All right, thanks very much, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you very much, guys.